Okay, to the stack of stuff here on what's going on in the White House. And as part of the stack, there's a New York Times story. And it actually was written following what happened on this program yesterday. Remember, I opened the program asking a number of you Trump supporters if you're starting to feel betrayed over Trump flip-flopping apparently on the Export-Import Bank and what you think he said about not intervening militarily in other countries like Syria and tricoms and currency manipulation. The New York Times obviously was listening because they based a story around the whole premise. And the headline focused on Trump's successes. Many supporters are unfazed by his reversals. As some on the right howled about a series of reversals by President Trump on a number of his campaign promises, Rush Limbaugh asked his listeners on Thursday whether any of that flip-flopping really mattered. And they quote me accurately here as saying, "See what Jeff Sessions is doing?" Mr. Limbaugh said of the Attorney General, answering his own question. "Damn straight," they quote me as saying. "Have you seen what the job situation is? Have you seen what the economic forecasts in the future are?" He went on. The sentiment that Mr. Limbaugh was homing in on, the undented confidence that many Trump supporters have in the president as a get-things-done leader and deal-maker, is the reason many conservatives say they don't think Trump will suffer. This story reeks with disappointment. The New York Times went out and sought Trump supporters who were angry and seething and ready to throw him overboard already on the basis that he had lied to them or had misled them by saying what they wanted to hear during the campaign, and in less than 100 days reversing himself. You know, some people are even talking about this giant missile that we dropped on ISIS yesterday. Wait till you hear the typical liberal reaction to that. It's coming up. And the media has gone out of its way to try to find people angry over Trump doing this. People that voted for Trump. If you go back, and I'm sure I don't even have to remind many of you of this, you Trump supporters, defeating ISIS was one of the top 10 often repeated campaign promises that Trump made. And I wouldn't even call it a campaign promise. It was an assurance. He said within 30 days, he's going to ask his military people to come up with a great plan, the greatest plan that there's ever been, the greatest plan ever to take out ISIS. Well, apparently that plan was sought, and apparently that plan has been presented, and now they're acting on it. This, at least, is an instance where Trump is doing everything he promised he would do. The only thing that he didn't say was when he would do it. And that, of course, is strategic. He doesn't believe the enemy should be informed in advance of when we're going to hit them. He thinks it's very stupid and dumb to do it like Obama did. In fact, you got to love Trump. He even said of his giant bomb that was deployed yesterday on that ISIS tunnel, he's out there saying, "This shows the biggest difference between me and Obama in the last 8 years." And he's exactly right. You don't have presidents talking that way very much. Grab soundbite number one. We can squeeze part of this in before the break.
We are so proud of our military, and it was another successful event.
Did you authorize it to me?
Everybody knows exactly what happened. And what I do is I authorize my military. We have the greatest military in the world, and they've done a job as usual. So we have given them total authorization, and that's what they're doing. And frankly, that's why they've been so successful lately. If you look at what's happened over the last 8 weeks and compare that to what's happened over the last 8 years, you'll see there's a tremendous difference.
Big difference between me and Obama. But the point he's making, they asked, did you order the bomb dropped? And Trump wouldn't say he did. He said, I got confidence in my generals.